Hey guys, Marsinger here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have another one of the Extreme Super Battle Road no item runs done here, and today we are doing the Transformation Boost stage. So I talked about this in the team building guide. Obviously this is a huge category with a lot of options, and one of the things that I did mention in that guide is the fact that because most of the Boo units are on the category, you are able to run a full power absorption / margin power team using the physical LR Boo tanks. So that's what we're doing here. Every single unit on the team is a margin power unit. They're all forms of Boo except for Android 21, and then of course we have Cell as well. So this was actually a pretty bad starting rotation. I honestly was kind of surprised that we managed to get through with this first turn, because obviously a large part of the strategy for this run is based around having the dodging and stunning from the AGL Skinny Boo, and then there's the AGL Boo Piccolo, who is the power absorption support unit. Both of them have built-in dodge and a chance to stun, which we do take a lot of advantage of during this run. Obviously the final enemy for Transformation Boost is just Ultimate Gohan by himself. And so if you can get him stun locked, that run becomes incredibly easy, because those two are not the only stunners on the team. We also have the Int Boo Barbady, one of the heroes units that recently got an easy A. He can stun on super. He's got reasonable stats. He gives a defensive buff to all allies, so obviously that helps out overall as well. And of course the Margin Power team just has so much healing built in. Like, you see how much damage we took in the first turn. And then here we are, healed up a little bit, and then we're putting our Skinny Boo in slot 1. He has a 50% chance to dodge. He also, for the first few turns, has really, really high defense. So even if he doesn't dodge, he actually doesn't take that much damage. So I want the Boo Piccolo to be on the opposite rotation. So we actually have all three of our stunners on this first turn. And as you can see, with the type advantage, the defensive buff, he took double digit from the Krillin without the dodge. Gets the stun on Krillin, so he is out of the way. And then we've got the Boo Barbady in the middle, post easy A, putting out very solid attack stat. He doesn't get the stun on Piccolo, so he takes a super attack here and only takes 56k, which honestly is not that bad. I do apologize, the animation is a little bit choppy. This one was recorded on my phone and then transferred over to the computer. I probably could do this run again with this team. It didn't take that many attempts, but obviously now that it's done and out of the way, I just want to move on to one of the other ones. So with Krillin stunned and Piccolo obviously having type disadvantage, we can go ahead and put Cell in slot 1 here. I also kind of want to keep Cell around, because as we start to lose more health, I obviously want him to come onto rotation sooner rather than later in order to give us that heal and the transformation, which I believe we do get at least once during this run. Cell obviously very, very useful for any of these stages that you can run him on, because getting a free heal, especially when you're trying to do a no item run, is obviously incredibly valuable, because yeah, you definitely want that here. It comes in clutch in a lot of situations, that's for sure. So obviously the LR Boo tanks is no slouch. Mine is, I believe, 90%. It's not Rainbow. I'm pretty sure it's 3 dupes. The friend, I believe, is Rainbow. Mine's full level 10 links. I honestly didn't actually even check the friend, but with the sheer amount of healing that this team has at the start of the turn, you can see here, like, we were a bit of a shaky start with the first rotation, but we are already basically back to full health now. So I've got the active skills turned off, just because, you know, when you're going through these runs so many times over and over again, gets a little bit annoying. But we transform into Buhan, so we can get a little bit of the extra damage. Even if we don't get the stun here with Skinny Boo, Buhan obviously seals with his 18 key super, but with the health that Krillin has got left, pretty sure, yeah, 5.7 million attack stat from the Buhan. Pretty sure we are just getting the KO here on Krillin. Yeah, no crit needed, and we take him out. We can move on to the next one. So pretty solid. As you can see, we are on full health going into the next fight, which is against the androids 17 and 18. Obviously this rotation is the one that is a little bit more on the dangerous side, because the Boo Piccolo doesn't have quite as high a chance to dodge. or stun, I believe, as the Tournament of Power Skinny Boo. He basically has higher percentage chances for both of those abilities, so obviously he is the more useful of the two. But we obviously do get some decent luck with this Boo Piccolo. We get supered straight away in slot 1, and we don't dodge, so we take 382k. It's kind of funny when you see like that happen, the fact that obviously we still do manage to get the no item run, considering, you know, you're watching the video. We get the stun on 17, get an additional super as well, do a nice little bit of extra damage. Don't dodge 18, so 18 on her own has done so much damage to Boo Piccolo in this turn. It's actually pretty wild to consider that we're still alive. But Bootanks gets the crit, and then Cell comes in the last spot for a little bit of extra damage. Doesn't lower attack pre-transformation or anything, so he's taking 29k. So look at this, we barely survived the turn. We got a little bit of start of turn healing, but we are literally on, like, we get a little bit extra from that Metamorphosis link as well, but we are literally like just below 20% HP here. So we really do need Skinny Boo to come in clutch with the stun. I'm assuming that he does, although to be fair, Bootanks after supering, because his 18 key is the one that raises his defense, and then 21 with her easy A and the fact that she lowers attack on super, we probably do survive the turn even if we don't stun, as long as we don't get supered. And yeah, he doesn't stun, so goes ahead and dodges a bunch of her attacks, and then Bootanks 3.2 million. Raising his defense here, so his defense is going to be decent. I don't know if he takes double digits though, but any additional supers he gets are obviously the ones that raise his attack, so we're able to do a nice little bit of extra damage, but we are not boosting our defense anymore. We do get the triple super turn as well though, which is really good. So a lot of extra damage to Android 18 in this turn. In fact, I think 21 might finish her off. And yeah, look at that. He only takes double-digit damage. And then 21 comes in the final spot. She heals on super, gets a crit, takes out 18. And then we get the additional super against 17. So we also get the additional heal as well. So look at that. Straight up to, with all those heals from both 21 super and the start of turn heals from these Boo units, we are straight back up to being at like 90% HP. So if you needed a team to beat this stage with, even if you just want to use items and get it done and out of the way, this is a pretty good one. Because then look at this. Boo Piccolo. History repeats itself. Slot 1 doesn't dodge a super attack. I actually was thinking when playing this run, like, I cannot believe that this happened 2 turns in a row. He didn't dodge a super attack in slot 1. And so we take a ridiculous amount of damage. And yet again, we are back in that dangerous position. But I think this is where we do get the Cell transformation. Because obviously we want to try and get, if we are going to get the Cell transformation with the heal, we want to get it in this fight, so that we then still have the potential to use it in the last one. So it was kind of good that Bootanks in the middle there didn't go off and get another additional super. And I believe the Boo Barbady, if he crit, he might have finished him off as well. We even get the additional normal attack, but fortunately no crits. And then yeah, Int Cell is able to come in, get the transformation and give us the full heal. And then obviously this is the rotation where we have Skinny Boo. It's a little bit unfortunate because I would rather go into the last fight with the Skinny Boo slot 1, because obviously he has the better chance to dodge than Boo Piccolo, but it is what it is. We get the full heal, might as well transform, although I'm pretty sure that Skinny Boo is going to finish off 17 here, but I wasn't too sure, so I thought I might as well go for the transformation. Not that it matters, because untransformed, Bootanks would have finished off 17 if Skinny Boo didn't anyway, but since the animations are turned off, I thought I might as well just get that extra bit of power. Plus it gives big bad bosses to him and Cell, but we didn't need it because Skinny Boo does indeed finish him off. So we're moving into the last fight, and we're in a very good position because we do have the Dokkan attack ready to go. Now, obviously here, because we've only got the one enemy and it's Gohan, we definitely don't want to risk putting Bootanks in slot 1. So in fact, I think I flow off both the Bootankses early on in this run, or at least I think about it here. I'm pausing to decide whether I do actually want to do that, but I do go ahead and do it, just because I'm thinking if we don't get the stun with Boo Piccolo, at least then we get the attack lowering from 21. So Here, of course, we get a dodge. Normal attack's only doing a couple of thousand anyway. And then we get the Dokkan attack. So Dokkan attack, a little bit of a waste getting it with this Boo Piccolo, because obviously he's not really going to do that much damage. 1.7 million attack stat. We have type advantage, but obviously in this one, the Dokkan attack is not as important as just trying to set up, get that stun train going. Because if we can get that up here, then this last fight becomes a joke. And yeah, we do get the stun straight away, and then this is where the run actually gets a lot easier, because we've now got a lot of healing. Like, we're healing at the start of every turn. Some units are healing when they attack, and then we're just going to keep Gohan locked down in a stun for as long as possible, because we got the stun on turn 1, and now here we have both the Skinny Boo and the Boo Barbady. I was thinking about keeping him on a main rotation, the Boo Barbady, just so we could actually like pretty much guarantee that the stun train stays locked in. But then at the same time, we also want to be doing damage. I also want the Bootenxes on rotation so that we can transform them as quickly as possible, because then not only are they going to do more damage, but they seal on their 18 key. So if the stun train does ever fail us at some point, then at least Gohan is going to be sealed. Because if Gohan super attacks either of the Bootenxes, it's just GG immediately. In fact, I mean, if he super attacks half the units on this team, potentially, we do just die immediately. So we actually got unlucky, as you see. We did not keep the stun train in play. So we have to play this turn very carefully. Again, we're in this situation where we're just relying on Boo Piccolo to get the stun here, and then 21 will back it up with some attack lowering. Of course, that doesn't really affect supers that much, but Boo Piccolo actually coming in clutch and getting the stun yet again. So the easy A for 21, massively helping out in this event. Look at this, double super, so 4.8 million on the second super. So not only is she doing a lot of damage, but she heals on super. So we're basically at full health like constantly throughout this last part of the fight, especially as we are able to keep Gohan pretty much locked down here with the stuns. We've now done about 2/3 of his HP. We have both the Bootenxes on the same rotation. So now what I do is I transform one of them. I transform the friend because he's Rainbow and mine isn't. And now they share like basically their full link set, except for Big Bad Bosses, because they are going to now activate Legendary Power because they have a different name. And then look at this, we're able to get full 24 key supers with both of them in the end of the rotation here. So I believe this is going to be the final turn, because we are going to do a lot of damage here. We're going to seal, and then of course we have the potential for all the additional supers as well. So obviously we want to get crits because we're attacking with 2 physical enemies. The transformed Buhan only coming through with additional normal attacks, which is a little bit disappointing. But then my LR Bootenx here getting the crit, 2.5 mil, doesn't get an additional, but now we're in that sweet spot where he is sealed and been attack lowered multiple times. So this is in the bag. Even if Boo Piccolo isn't to dodge any attacks, look at this, double digit damage. He can't super us because he's sealed. And so then I believe Boo Piccolo finishes him off, because we've got the type advantage here. Yeah, no crit needed, 1 million damage, and there you go. That is transformation boost done. This one literally only took me a couple of attempts. As you can see, this team ridiculously powerful when it comes to all the healing. If you get super unlucky and you just don't get stuns with anyone, then obviously it's going to be a little bit more tricky. But we definitely had a very solid run. And as you can see, I'm doing most of these like I did last time. I'm just doing the no item run as the first clear. So I haven't beaten the stage with items. I'm just doing all the no item runs first. And there you go. That's transformation boost done and in the bag. So let me know what team you used for this stage. Even if you used items, I'm just interested to know what you guys were running. Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.